Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. We're all set to go amidst the high-altitude snow here in Denver. And here we go at Mile High. Has this at the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Setting up to throw. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field. Maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, it's not something they honestly considered too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. New set of downs for him from the 31. First carry now. This is Bashal Tutu. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll go again here with Tutu. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, but that's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. And with the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Play action with Mix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
46-yard line.
Giving this to Harvey. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Stopped that time by Antonio Johnson. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
2nd down, give to Harvey. He scraped together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
That's caught beyond the marker. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Okay, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
This one's caught. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. In that opening series, you use this word a lot when we brought methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and they found the end zone as a result.
Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Jaguars, nothing.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
I know I don't have to tell you, Kate. You call basketball for a living as well, and you know shooters got to keep on shooting. Quarterbacks got to keep on throwing. But boy, 0 for 4, this has been a surprisingly slow start.
Has him on the quick hitter. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. And just like that, he's on the board. Not a moment too soon, partner. They needed him to start connecting as soon as possible.
Kate, they've not disguised what they want to do. Passing game has been just really prevalent. The numbers have been called.
Yep.
But finally, as you said, their first completion.
Here we go. Ready?
We'll go with the design keeper. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Not the biggest game, but exactly what they needed. Just get the 1st down and keep this drive rolling.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Black, stick, mega. Grills, hut.
1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this.
On the set.
We're back for the start of the second quarter. Jaguars have the ball and a chance at 6.
Yellow, 43. Hut.
First and goal. Here's Tootin. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on second and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Set, ready. Ready.
That's complete right side. And he's tackled for no gain.
Complete to number 17. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
Big play for this offense. It's third and goal.
Let's go. Set, go.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And now it's decision time on fourth and goal. All right, here we go. They nearly gave it away on the pick, but the offense still out there, and they're looking for 6.
Pause red. Slice blue. Set.
They're going to throw for it on fourth. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a one-score game in the first half.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on fourth and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
On the return, the Broncos take over first and 10. At their own
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he's going to get up to speed through that snow to break off a gain of 5. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Nix from the gun. Complete to Mims. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Nix. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Here he goes, third and long. This is a heater going deep. Into the crowd. That pass is intercepted. Fourier O'Rourke with the pick. And the Jaguars have it as he reports his 7th interception of the season.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Ready up.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Blue, 32.
You put a receiver in motion left.
Ready?
Working on first down. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ready.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Drill. Yellow. Ready. Ready. Drill green. Black ultra. Blaster. 6. Cut.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Throwing from the gun here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down. They'll send Logan Cook out again for the punt. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. It's Harvey straight ahead. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
The 17-yard line.
Harvey once more. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The 4th down snap to Nix. He's got Sutton complete. Down the right sideline. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes it's quarterback who delivers. Sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Green jack. Black jack.
Throwing now off the play action. Dumped off to his running back. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Bruce Sanders that time on the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Yeah, he's going to be stopped right around the 37.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready.
Throwing now on first down. Diving right side. Got it. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
They are throwing it again. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
To the air on third and long. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
It's sure been tough for this offense to really get into rhythm, to gain that momentum and confidence, because turnovers have interrupted their progress. This is when you need your rookie to step up. Come on, man. Take charge. Put those mistakes behind you and go lead.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And this great effort winds up getting it well into enemy territory before he's brought down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. On first down, it's Nix. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Travis Hunter reels in the pick.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run it. Run it.
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime.
Here we go. Right, white, 52 blue.
He put a receiver in motion right. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Buys time, rolling right. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. On third down, here's Tootin. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. First down now, ball at the 33.
Black shot. Set, ready.
He's back to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Broncos do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10. a toss. This is Harvey. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Big gain downfield. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 29-yard gain. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he's going to manage about 3 there before the defense gets to him. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
48-yard line.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21.
Jaguars 7. Will Lutz to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Hand off to Tootin. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Tootin gets it from the gun. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down, just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
45, right, Needle blue. Ready.
Throwing off the play fake. Has his man. It's the Michigan rookie. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
fresh set of downs now from the 39. On the give, it's Stoughton. Man, they've had a miserable time trying to run it through all this snow. Another carry fails here. He's going to lose yardage. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Second down give to Stoughton. He's foray up the middle. That's about 3. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Drain.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off Brandon Jones. And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver. Rookie quarterback Brock threw it away their last drive. It seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowball.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. For being a rookie quarterback at App State, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
To kick off for the Broncos.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
And he's going to be taken down right as he reaches that 20-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Here we go.
First down, Jacksonville.
Inside give here for Stoughton. Didn't sell the draw enough, but he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for second down. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Jaguar football, but this slate, that lead, likely too much for them to overcome. All right, here we go. Second down.
Let's go now. Hut.
Line up the design keeper. And they're not going to get him an inch on this second down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. A run here with Stoughton. Get to him just in the nick of time to bring up 4th down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense really feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here's Stoughton. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Nothing like a little suspense, unfortunately, over there on those sidelines as everyone waited to see just whether or not he got the first down. Some of these running backs, okay, they just have a nose, just have a feel for exactly what it takes to move those chains.
And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Jaguars first
Come on, set.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go again here with Stoughton. And he charges ahead, but snow and defenders stop him. Looked like he picked up a couple. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Set, hut. Set.
Now running here with Stoughton. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Set. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Going deep here for the end zone. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars putting up points in a game decided. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. On his Little for the extra point. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Jaguars cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Harvey now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Giving this to Harvey. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Harvey gets it on the counter. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. They'll run here following the penalty. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
9-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
Somebody got to do it. I mean, somebody got to do it.
Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He gets 2 out of it, but it's going to be 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
45, right. Set.
It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. This is close, but he is not in the end zone. Blocked by less than a yard. They avoid the safety. But boy, that was close.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that, or it's tackle for loss. You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Ready.
From his end zone, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
At the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Give up the middle to Harvey. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
It's a third down give to Harvey. So he puts together a nice little 8-yard gain, but it's not enough. They've got fourth down. So to decide it, made mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for the Broncos. And it might take these fans some time to get out of here with this wintry weather, Brock. Snowplows definitely needed out there on those roads. They can take all the extra time to celebrate in the stands with each other, waiting to leave as their guys get the winter win. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me, cause don't stop.